Good morning, my beautiful collective. My name is Shannon. This is Cosmic Goddess Healing. Welcome into my beautiful divine feminines, my divine masculines, my star seeds, my soul tribe. Welcome into anybody who feels guided or aligned to connect with my videos. I missed you guys. Not filming over the weekend was weird, actually. It's like such a part of my daily routine that it felt odd to not be filming over the weekend. It was a nice break though. I had an incredible weekend with my family. We went to see a hockey game in the city in Toronto. We got a hotel for the weekend. It was absolutely lovely. Just so much fun, so many laughs. Family is so important and I'm so grateful for mine. While I was out though, my girlfriend and I, we were kind of doing a little bit of shopping, and I'm always on the lookout for new decks of cards, and I found two beautiful new decks of cards that I'm going to use in this reading this morning. One of them was this beautiful Egyptian Star Oracle deck. It is like insane. It's so beautiful, and it came with this little amulet that I guess you can put on a necklace or something, which I thought was kind of neat. And the other deck, which I thought was insane, this is a collaboration of a whole bunch of tarot deck creators that came together to make one deck called the Unity Oracle deck. Both these decks were screaming for me to choose them when I was at the bookstore. So I thought, let's do a reading with these cards today. I'm feeling like the Egyptian cards are the first ones that I'm supposed to go to. So I'm going to use those. And then if we have time, I'm going to follow it up with the Galactic Star deck. But for now, let's get into it. I don't know what the reading is going to be. I'm thinking that this is, again, going to be somebody who is aligning with perhaps starseed lineage, because I do feel like starseeds were very prevalent in Egyptian times. I don't know why I feel that though. Like it was these star seeds that were assisting the Egyptians back in the day. And I feel a connection to both. So if you feel a connection to starseed lineage, you're probably feeling a connection as well to Egyptian culture, Egyptian lifetimes. Okay, let me see if I'm going to take all of these or not. Wow, okay, one of these cards I actually pulled over the weekend, so I'm going to keep them. Hopefully we have time to go through all of it. So the first card that came out was card number 18, Tree of Life and Wisdom. They're so cool. This book even includes like the Egyptian calendar and the hieroglyphs, and like there's so much to dive into, and each card has like different hieroglyphs and different little like symbols up here at the top to tell you like where this falls within the Egyptian calendar. It's pretty crazy. The next card is card number 13, Restraint or the End of Conflict. And I'm not even going to try to read the top because there is actual names of the cards, and I'm going to butcher them. The first one was Tepia Samid, and it is the producer of the, oh God, I can't read that. It's way too small. I need my glasses, which are way over at the other end of the house. So we're just going to go with the card numbers and the titles at the bottom. I'll remember to bring my glasses next time so we can get into the tops too. Then card number 8, Fertility and Sex. Then card 37, Removal of Obstacles. I'm going to put that with the Restraint or End of Conflict. And then this was the card that I got, Soap Debt, number 36, Inundation. And this card was the Goddess of the Flood. This was all about abundance and love pouring in and really beautiful things. So I feel like already with the theme of what I'm seeing is with the Tree of Life and Wisdom starting, and then Restraint or the End of Conflict, Removal of Obstacles. I feel like whoever I'm speaking to, and you know this already, you're waking up to some sort of past life gifts or remembrance of who you were in a past life. And maybe it was in Egyptian times, you were a high priest or priestess, and you had powers. You had these really great powers. And the Egyptian ancestors are coming through to confirm that for you. And to say that, I want to see what the fertility and sex card is all about, because I haven't touched on that card just yet. So I would like to see, what is that card? I mean, to me, it feels more, again, like abundance. Yeah, oh wow, the pregnant twins is the translation of the card. That's crazy. The pregnant twins, the card meaning fertility and sex. This card is not connected to romance, but to sexual intercourse. Interesting. It is a card of great physicality, the human body, the sense organs, and physical appearance. Originally painted on a shard of pottery, a female acrobat is pictured performing a difficult maneuver. I'll show you the card as I read. Her beautiful long hair cascades to the floor as she twists her limber arms backwards. She is skilled in physical movements and knows how to put on a show. That's kind of cool. Wow. Now let's see in relation to this. I don't know. To me, it feels like this card feels like divine feminine energy, like sensual, beautiful, divine feminine energy. That's what this feels like. And the mineral is turquoise that goes with this. I don't know. I feel like the representation of this card in this spread right now is about coming into that divine feminine energy. Yeah. Oh my God. And then the next card being Sopdet, the goddess of the flood. And that card, if I'm remembering correctly, and I'm going to go to it, number 36. This card was all about abundance and love and like overflow. The goddess of the flood, her mineral is gold, and the card meaning is it's closely tied to abundance, for again, fertility. So I mean, Jesus, if you're a female and you can get pregnant, or you're a guy too, be careful, because I'm sensing a lot of strong pregnancy fertility energy in this as well. But it's saying inundation primarily represents an outpouring of blessings. Literally divine water pouring down upon you from the heavens. Like, this just feels to me like you are waking up to your maybe even Egyptian lineage, a remembrance of like who you were and what you were able to achieve and accomplish back in these times. And I feel like because you are choosing to wake up to these gifts, to these powers, to these remembrances of past lives, you are overcoming past challenges, you're overcoming lack, you're overcoming, maybe you have been trying to have a baby and it's not been successful. That's changing. That's shifting and that's changing, because I am seeing a lot of fertile energy here, fertility, and flow of abundance, flow, which also represents fertility. Water energy is here. So, I mean, for those of you that signs are important, there is quite a lot of earth and water energy I'm seeing in these cards. But I feel like maybe you have been connecting to something from Egyptian times. You're waking up to your connection to Egyptian times. All right, beautiful ancestors, can you guide me through the Unity Oracle and show me further messages that my collective needs to see? Okay, so first card out was Create, 38, Cosmic Inspiration, Venture Forward with Curiosity. The cards are so friggin' beautiful. The next card is 40, 49, The Infinite Heart. You have the heart of an angel. Wow. Yeah, I felt like this is a very soft, sort of divine feminine. This is a lot of female energy in this reading right now. 37, True Virtue. Wisdom is fueled by compassion. Look at the artwork on these. They're just stunning. The colors, the artwork. 48 possibilities. Follow the nudges of your intuition. Yeah. Okay. I think with the cosmic inspiration ventured forward with curiosity and this possibilities card, and that's funny because it's 38 and 48. I feel like spirit ancestors are nudging you forward, and they're telling you the best way forward is to follow your curiosities. If you see something pop up on Instagram, TikTok, whatever the thing is you're looking at, and let's say, for example, it's something about a message about Egyptian times or connecting with your Egyptian lineage, follow that. Listen to that video. Follow the next video that pops up that relates to that, and keep following the little nuggets that you keep receiving of information that is piquing your curiosity. Something that's popping up that you're thinking, I really want to learn more about that. I really want to connect more with that because you are an earth angel, potentially, this infinite heart. You have the heart of an angel. You are not a normal person. Let's just put it that way. With the true virtue card and the infinite heart, you could be somebody like me too, that has always felt like you have all this love in your heart to give. You're such a loving and giving being, but because of that, you have hit these obstacles. You've not felt like you fit in. You've not felt like anybody is like you or nobody thinks like you. You felt actually very alone, I think. Very alone in this awakening, in this remembering. Yeah, I feel like a lot of aloneness that you've been feeling, and that's what the obstacles perhaps have been, that you don't understand why nobody else thinks the way you do. And why you keep hitting all of these blocks in your life. But I think it's because you maybe haven't been listening to the guidance of your intuition, and you've been kind of blocking, procrastinating, not wanting to look at this past life, these things that keep coming up for you, nudging you to look at it, to go forward with it. There's been this fear, this, I don't know, this feels unknown. Even though I have a remembrance of this, I'm still feeling like, oh, I'm scared to step forward onto that path. But these cards are saying that this is where you're going to find the wisdom, is you have to go down this path, because this is where you're going to find the answers or the next steps. But you are being heavily guided. I feel it. You're being heavily, heavily guided. All right, where are we at? We got lots of time. Lots of time. You know what? I want to just see if there's any other, is there any other Unity Oracle cards that needed to come out that didn't come out? Okay. Feeling sorrow. To feel is to heal. Yeah, this is kind of what I was talking about. This feeling of not fitting in, this feeling of when are the things going to happen for me in my life? You know, maybe you've been in a stuck place. Maybe you've been in a place where you haven't been feeling good, or you've been avoiding feeling at all. You don't want to feel your feelings. You're scared to face the trauma, or scared to face the things that you have to face to move forward into this beautiful, powerful, goddess-like feminine energy. But something is keeping you sort of stuck in the past, because she's looking backwards. This woman is looking back at something, and maybe it's about having that compassion for yourself, having that compassion for whatever that thing is that you're looking backwards on, and letting it go with love, releasing it with love, being that infinite heart, releasing that thing with love, walking forward into your beautiful gifts, your beautiful goddess-like divine feminine energy. The next card is 24 Comfort. Oh my God, reconnect with your inner child. And I just was kind of shown this card here, True Virtue. This is innocence. This is childhood. So maybe this is the thing you're avoiding. You're avoiding looking back at your childhood, but this is the place you have to go to do the healing. This is the place you need to go for that healing, and it takes courage, and it takes compassion. And it's saying wisdom is fueled by compassion. So if you can have compassion for yourself, it's time to look inwards. It's time to go into the childhood woundings, because that's what's calling you right now. That's the next step, I think, is facing those inner child woundings so that you can heal that and move forward. The next card out, number 9, the spirit of Gaia. As we heal, Earth heals. Yeah, we're moving into a new Earth right now, and our only responsibility is to heal ourselves in that process. Because as we heal ourselves, we shift the collective consciousness energy to a healing energy. And the more each one of us rises to heal our energy and to heal our past and our woundings, to break free of the illusions we've been shackled in, the earth starts to heal. And Mother Gaia feels this. And it's just one human at a time doing this starts expanding the healing energy of the collective consciousness, so that the majority of the collective consciousness is now in a healing vibration rather than a scarcity, fearful, lower, lower frequency, essentially. And the last card out is card 23, acceptance. You are enough and you are worthy of love. Oh my God, yeah. Jesus, this sort of feels like a divine feminine in a twin flame type of reading. And maybe that this is. Maybe who's going to be guided to this reading, you are in a twin flame connection, and you're in that separation period right now. And that's the thing that you keep looking backwards on. And Spirit is saying, turn your head forwards now. Focus on the inner child work within. Keep doing the healing. Keep finding that love for yourself, and know that you are worthy. And I feel like that love you're desiring is going to show up, you know, or that project that you wanted to work on something, you wanted to have a creative project, that's going to show up. Or I don't know, a new career path is going to show up. Something that you're desiring is going to show up if you move forward and do the work. But to me, it looks like you are. To me, it looks like the tree of life and wisdom, you are waking up to the truth of who you are and where you're headed and what your purpose is. And through that, you're removing the conflicts, the obstacles, the anything getting in the way of that. You're removing that. You're removing that, and you're stepping into your goddess-like energy, your divine feminine energy, because you're learning to accept, you know. And I've talked about this on other videos about acceptance, about accepting your path as it is, and accepting other people's choices, because, you know, they're having a human experience too. And if this involves another person, then it's about accepting that that person is living a human experience and having, you know, obstacles and lessons of their own that they have to go through, and just accepting that. Accepting the way things are right now, knowing that it's not going to be forever. It's just a temporary state right now that you can shift and change and overcome. And you are doing that. You are doing that. And I think a lot of inspiration, a lot of creative inspiration and guidance is coming through for you now, because you're waking up to this truth of who you are, of who you were in a past life. What else? What else, my beautiful star seeds? What can you add to this reading for my oh, wow. Okay, the Lovers came out. Okay. Clearly this is a love type reading. It feels very sensual and loving and feminine like. And so for the Lovers to come out, and Temperance is the next card, which Temperance is all about patience. And I feel like for you, Divine Feminine, because this does feel like a Divine Feminine reading, and then Judgment comes out. This feels like, I don't know, the Lovers could even be like you're finally coming into that union within yourself. This doesn't necessarily have to be like the Lovers typical meaning of the card, two people coming together. It could mean that, but I do feel a lot of this in this reading is about you've been patient, you've been doing the work to align your own masculine and feminine energies within, and all of these cards coming out are telling me that you're doing that. that you're accepting even that you and this person cannot be together right now. You're having patience, knowing that you have to just keep doing the work on yourself, keep following your own curiosities, keep working on your own passions and purpose, and trust that everything will work out the way it's supposed to. And this Judgment card is like breaking free. The Judgment card is like people coming out of their slumbers and waking up, and that's what I feel like you're doing. You're waking up from this long slumber of like autopilot and, you know, doubting and not believing in who you are and what your gifts are, not believing in the twin flame journey, not believing in whatever divine feminine, divine masculine energies. Maybe you just haven't been believing. You've been doubting in this whole process because you're like, nothing's happening, nothing's changing. So, you know what? Maybe this is all BS. Maybe none of this is real. I'm just crazy. You're not. You're not crazy. And I think when you feel like that, when you get to a place where you're feeling crazy, focus back on yourself. Take a little step away from the divine Whoa, that is very weird. The ring light just totally changed settings as I was speaking. That was very, very weird. Oh my God, that is, okay, well, Spirit is clearly here right now. I didn't even touch that. That just totally changed to a different light setting. And I imagine you would have noticed it in the video from the appearance, but that that is so wild. What in the heck just happened? Oh my God. Okay. Yeah, as I was saying, when you're feeling kind of stuck in the energy of nothing is happening, I'm not seeing evidence, forget about the evidence. Just pour back into yourself, start looking at what's being triggered in me. What is my wounded little girl being triggered by right now, where she's going back to this feeling of aloneness and not enough. And, you know, the card that came out saying you are enough. You are enough just as you are. The acceptance card. Yes, just accept. Accept that divine masculine maybe has a little bit more work to do or some more learning to do, and just accept that everything will work out the way it is supposed to if you just have faith and continue to focus back on yourself. Are there any final messages that you have for my, oh boy. Okay, this is definitely a love reading. Two of Cups. Two of Cups coming out. Two of Cups is the twin flame card. It's soulmate. It is divine couple. I think you're being asked to just trust and have faith that if you two are truly in this divine counterpart connection, it will come together when the timing is right. It will. And maybe you're learning to accept that more. Instead of fighting it, instead of trying to reach out to that person and make something happen, perhaps you're coming into your place of acceptance, accepting that this is just the way things are right now, because you have a little bit more growing and learning to do. But the fact that we got the fertility and sex card and inundation, which are both very divine feminine, goddess, abundance, passion, love, kind of kundalini, awakening type energy, I'm thinking like you're coming into union with this person, and you're being asked to have a little bit more patience, and in the meantime focus on your own purpose, focus on your own healing. And I believe in a matter of time, not long away either, this is going to unfold for you, and you're going to be coming back and letting me know on this channel that you ended up coming into union with that person. So keep believing in yourself, keep believing that you are enough, keep doing the work. I love you guys. I hope you have a very beautiful day. Mwah.